Hi everyone, this is Tina. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to Saturday Morning Makes with Jill Norwood, and also Two Crafters One Design with Mo's Creations, which is Melissa, Girliest Cards, which is Gloria, and UCY I'm a Diva, who is Lisa. Hi ladies. Yeah, so I participated in their hashtag. Each week they have a theme. This week was postage stamp. Sorry I'm late. I know it's Monday, but I had a really busy weekend. I did pick up another lot from the lady who I'm buying from. That all had to be sorted and moved out of my kitchen. So I did get that done. And today I'm playing catch up. So I probably won't start destashes till Wednesday. Yeah, till Wednesday, till I finish getting everything where I need it to be. So anyway, for Saturday Morning Makes with Jill Norwood today, I have 3 cards that I made, and I want to share those with you. So I used some of my vintage stamps, and I used this one here. Cute, adorable little bunny. She's holding a little basket. She's looking sideways. She has like one of those little Holly Hobby dresses on. So cute. And this is a Holly Berry House stamp. Basically that's all the information I have on this stamp. There's no date or anything like that. It was a wood stamp I picked up somewhere along the way. I like getting out these vintage stamps along with designing with my newer stamps, but I just love, if you know me, you know that I love my wood stamps. So I used her. And then I used this lady, this little bunny in the garden. And she has a big poofy dress on with an apron. She has a hat. And it's so cute because her ears are coming through. They have little holes for her ears coming out of that little hat. She's watering her flowers. And then there's a little buzzy bee here. She's super cute. And she is by, it's called Miss Rachel in the Garden. And she is by the Embossing Art Company from 1998. And again, I picked her up with somewhere along the way. So I can't tell you exactly where I got all my stamps from, my wood stamps especially, because I just got them in big lots and then found some in thrift stores, things like that. So I really don't know exactly where each and every one of them came from. But okay, so then I have this little case, and it holds a whole bunch of 6x6 papers, and these were random papers, like when I get to the bottom of the pad, or I pick out what I want and then sell the rest or something like that. So I just put my favorites, and this is like a spring paper, you know, a spring collection, kind of spring, and this types of colors. So I dig from this all the time and use this paper before I start digging into my 6x6s. If I can't find something in here that I like, then of course I will break out another 6x6. But that's how we do it. So I use papers from there. And then I use my Gina Marie ovals. These are stitch ovals from Gina Marie. So I use those. These are scallop stitch oval, and I don't know where I got this one. It could have been on Ally. I'm not 100% sure. There's no company name on that one. And this one here is a this is AliExpress, but this was actually given to me by a friend of mine, and I'm so grateful that she did, because the theme was postage stamps, and this is the only postage die set I have in my stash, believe it or not. And it's a nesting set, and it just basically says postage square frames. So I did use that so I could participate in the Two Crafters One Design. I wanted to participate in their hashtag as well. So that is what I used. Now let me show you my cards. So this is the first one, and here's that little bunny in the garden. She is watering her flowers. She's got a little bumblebee right there. And then I added this cute little bow, but I layered my scallop, my stitch ovals. So we have an outside one and then an inside one. And the outside one is cut from a polka dot paper. I'm not sure that you could see can you see the little tiny polka dots in that one? You can't really see because it got the top part on there. The purple flower one, the purple flower one in the back came from the bucket, that case of paper. And then this one here, I just thought this was a 12 by 12, and I only wanted that design. So I had to cut the bottom a little shorter in order for it to fit. But I wanted that little scalloped edge thing there because her colors kind of match. There's some purple in there, there's some pink, and then there's green, and we have all those colors the way I colored her with the Copics. And I just thought that was very vintage, that little scallop thing up there and this at the bottom. It reminds me of vintage. And I think she's a cute, adorable little vintage bunny. And then, of course, I did the inside. I used one of my cards that I had, cards and envelope sets. This one happens to be embossed, and it's this really pretty green color. But, of course, I covered the front of it, but, yeah, it has embossing, and then I just used my signature there. So that's my first card. Isn't she cute? I think she came out really cute. Okay, here's my second card. And this one is with the side bunny looking sideways. I colored with Copics. And then these papers actually did not come from that box of paper. Excuse me. This paper I had in my scrap box, and I pulled this one out. I try to use what I can before I go into another pad. So I thought this went good together with this beige with the white dots. The gingham part is in black and that mustard color. And I thought it went really well with this. Color, like I said, color with Copics. I added a few little sparkly gems right there. This was a cutout that I had in my stash. And it says Happy Easter. I believe that came from one of the Etsy shops. It was a printout. And I just cut that out of the printout. I used some jupe from Walmart. And then this little piece here, the little star with the button, that was in my stash. And I think I got that in a lot. And I thought it went so good because of the yellow or the orange color in her dress. And this looked like it just matched perfectly, like it was made for it. And then here's my inside. Again, I used the card base that was cards and envelopes. I think it was from Hobby Lobby. And then, of course, there's the back. I added another piece of that paper and my signature there. So there's that one. So cute, right, you guys? Oh my gosh, I love bunnies just as much as I love the snowman. I love doing Easter and spring stuff. Okay, and here is my last one. And this one happens to be a 6x6 card because this is the one I used the postage stamp for, the Two Crafters One Design. And it wouldn't fit on a smaller card. So I went and did a 6x6 card. And I think it came out really cute. I colored her a little different from this one. This one, she's a little white bunny. And this one, she's a brown bunny. So I colored her a little different. And we have Copics, of course. That's what I color with. I did the postage stamp one, the big one in the back here. And then I turned this one this way. So we have two postage stamps there. I added these little gems that are red and clear, like a silver clear. And then this is pink twine. And then I put a little red bling on that one. But I don't know if you can see this paper. This is one of the vintage papers I had. And then it has like little, what is that called? Like lines where you write your signatures in. And then on the side, it has numbers. So I don't know if you can see the numbers sticking out there. It was hard to be able to leave enough so you could see that, but then also make my layers. So I wanted this layer back here, this blue and red. And then I wanted the gingham for the first layer of the postage stamp. And then I turned this one sideways so she would fit better. If I put her this way, she wasn't going to fit very good. So I turned it diagonal. And I have it like a diamond here. I put some stickles on her flowers and on her bow on her hat. And I think this is the only card that I added stickles to. Yeah, I think so. So I like the way that one came out. And then here's the inside. And then there's the back. So that is my third and final card for this weekend for Saturday Morning Makes with Jill Norwood, and also Two Crafters One Design. I don't know off the top of my head. I don't know that I even watched any videos yet. I'm going to watch them today to see what everybody else was making, and also to find out what next week's theme. Actually, I think I watched somebody's Saturday morning video, and they said that I think next week is spring. So anything spring next week for the Two Crafters One Design. That just came to me. I don't know why. So yeah, so I'll be joining in that also, hopefully. And we'll see you next time. We'll see you in the next video, you guys. Like I said, hopefully I will get together this enough stuff to start my destashes on Wednesday. There are a lot of ink pads with refills, all different companies. So that's something to look forward to. There are stamps. There's trying to think. There are a couple dies, but not a lot of dies, because the last lot I picked up from her was mostly stamps and dies. But this time there are like a lot, like I said, a lot of inks. There's some alcohol inks. I can't remember, you guys. I've been sorting this stuff all weekend. And there are a few other companies. I'm not going to mention them because, you know, I have people that say, next time you get this, can you inform me first? And I can't keep up, you guys. I just can't keep up with who wants what and who's looking for what. So you'll just have to watch the videos in order to see what comes up and what's available. Okay. So when I say I'll be on Wednesday, I'm going to take a guess and tell you that I could be on anywhere from between 4:30 and 6 o'clock Eastern time. That's usually how long it takes me to get the lots ready and get on video. So usually my lots sell pretty quick, which I'm very, very grateful for. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they sit for a while. But if you are looking for something specific and you know maybe I might have picked it up, please just come watch. Don't ask me to hold things and look for things. It's just too much for me to handle that, okay? So, but I will be on Wednesday. I'm saying Wednesday between 4:30 and 6 Eastern time. My video should post, and then you will see what I have up for grabs this week, okay? All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Please enjoy your week, and we will see you in the next video. Bye for now. Blessings.